What is up, guys? It's your boy Leo and I'm back with another one. Listen, I know it's been a few days, but I've been really busy, guys. You have to understand. Man has a job and all that, but I try to make time for you guys. Because I really enjoy doing this, man. I would love to do this full time, but for now, it's gonna have to be like this. But I am gonna try to upload every day. Try. Okay? So, we have Nate Robinson versus the Jake Paul fight. I'm not gonna lie. The majority of people wanted Nate to win, right? I believe that. But I think the majority knew Jake Paul was gonna win. Because he has more experience, been doing it for about 3 years. Nate Robinson, great athlete, ex-NBA player, I think he did football as well. Gave it a shot. And did well in the first round. But nobody expected what happened to happen. Nobody. He got knocked out like a dead fish. Just hit the canvas. Jake put him to sleep. And he was out for like a minute. Maybe even more than that. They had to bring in the medics and everything. In all my years of boxing, I've never seen that except in a Mike Tyson fight. Now granted, I don't watch a lot of boxing. I'm sure it's happened a lot. But I've only seen Mike Tyson do it. And Ryan Garcia not so long ago. But this was just a spectacle on its own. In the second round, nonetheless. Got dropped in the second round. Listen, I don't want to talk too much about this. I have the clip pulled up, as you can see. I fast forwarded it to the second round. We're gonna get into it because let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
When I was in the ring, I was taught to swing and then bring it back. Swing and bring it back. Like it's a bring back situation.
What I didn't like about what Nate was doing, right? He kept going in for the waist. Like, that's street fight shit. You don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Look at him. Look at
Come
him.
back, right?
And he doesn't have his hands up. He's not protecting his face. That's the number one rule.
He's a bit nervous. He's anxious. He
Always guard the face. Look at Jake. Look at Jake. When he's like a good distance from you, his arms is a bit low. But when he's close, he's ready. Look at Nate. Exposed. Only, listen. Already, you can see Nate's strategy is just to knock him out. That's his only objective. He's not worrying about protecting himself. He's just worrying about knocking Jake out.
His first fight that I saw to this, he's improved.
And he got to switch it up because he's fighting a professional fighter. He can't do the same moves.
Straight hands. Break it up.
Yeah, make him think.
There you go. Feint, step. Oh, there's a feint from...
Did you see that? Jake, I don't know the English word for it. Jake, like, faked him. But did you see his reaction? His reaction time is way off. He's too slow for Jake, man. Just look at this again. I know you saw
He's
it.
gonna read you eventually.
Yeah, make him
Just look at when Jake faked him. His reaction time.
think.
There you go. Feint, step. Oh,
Look, split second delay. That's the difference. That makes all the difference.
there's a feint from Jake.
Oh, that overhand. Come on, man. Watch out for that overhand. It's deadly. As you can see, dropped him.
Lord have mercy.
Look at him. He's embarrassed.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at him. He's embarrassed. He's in pain and he's embarrassed.
Talk about dropping it like it's hot.
That wasn't even like a drop to the knees. Man fell flat on the ground.
Holy got up.
Lead me on.
Look at him. He's gassed, disoriented,
Wow, nothing funny about what's happening with Nate Robinson, but Snoop
and he's
Dogg
hella
is
embarrassed. Look at
singing
this. Look at this.
He's trying to get
Night, Irene.
Bow! Did you see that? Look at the combo. Man comes up with an uppercut. Look at this. Hold on.
He's singing the hymns.
Watch.
He's trying to get
Night out ring.
Woo! Look at that. Right uppercut. Left hook. Finished
He's
it.
singing the hymns. He's trying to get
Night out ring.
Pow! Did you see that? That left was a jab. My apologies. Right uppercut. Left jab. Finish it off with the right hook. Drop. Look at him.
Child proven to be a big problem.
Look at him.
For Nate Robinson.
He's not moving, bro.
Goodness.
And of course,
Call the ambulance.
He's
Pick up
out.
the people.
Look.
Night out ring. With Nate Robinson, but Snoop Dogg is singing the hymns. He's trying to get
Uppercut jab. Look. Oh my gosh.
He's nothing funny.
Look at this, bro. His face hit the canvas
What's
first.
happening with Nate
His
Robinson,
body
but Snoop
folded
Dogg
literally.
is singing the hymns.
Look.
He's trying to
Jake
get
folded him. Look at that.
Mama Man, the problem child proven to be a big problem for Nate Robinson.
Goodness.
And of course,
Call the ambulance. Pick up
Fight's
the people.
over.
we need
It's done.
Nah, he'll be alright. Nate from the hood. He gonna shake that off. But like you said, you can play.
You see what I'm talking about? This is not a joke, bruh. This is not a joke, bro. And you know KSI has to talk shit now, right? Listen, I'm a KSI fan. When this KSI and Jake Paul fight happens, I'm in KSI's corner. I'm in JJ's corner. But he said in the tweet, I think his words were, and I'm paraphrasing, it's not word for word, but he said, I saw nothing special from Jake Paul tonight. Come on, man. I know you have to play the role as the opposition because you guys don't like each other, but you can't deny this spectacle. Nate's been talking all this crap for so long leading up to the fight. Jake said what he was gonna do and Jake delivered. He said he's gonna knock him out and he did exactly that. You can't deny that. And you saw the memes. The internet is roasting this guy so bad, man. I feel sorry for him. This isn't gonna die down anytime soon. Trust me. The internet is forever. Yes, it's all over right now. It's gonna die down a little bit. But the internet never lets you forget. Look at Logan Paul. He did the Suicide Forest thing like 3 years ago. People today are still talking about it. It's not that big news that it was 3 years ago. But people are still talking about it. Was it 3 or 2 years ago? 2 to 3 years ago. People are still talking about it. Not as much as they were back then, but it's still on people's lips. You know what I mean? The internet doesn't let you forget, man. I feel sorry for this guy. I've seen some celebrity compilations reacting to the fight. It's hella funny. But they're doing this guy so wrong, man. Especially the memes, the meme community. They go hard. That's funny. But I feel sorry for the guy nonetheless. It's just his first fight. It's his first fight. You can't... yes, it was a bad loss. But it was just his first fight. He's never been in an environment like this before. Yes, he's a super athlete. Yes, he's capable. But boxing is a different sport, man. Experience. You need to gain... Listen. Every pro in the business today will tell you how many fights, how many amateur fights they've had before they went pro. I guarantee it's not less than 50. 50 fights is nothing less than that. I mean, you do have some like pure talents, but the majority of them nothing less than 50 amateur fights before they went pro. And even they lost horribly. This is a different type of sport. It's not just about physical stamina and strength. Speed is involved. Strategy. Knowing your opponent. Or figuring them out in the ring. Because, yeah, figuring them out in the ring is a different type of sport, man. Not anyone can just say they can box. I mean, they can, but not everyone can box at this level. This is a different type of sport, man. You can't not take it seriously. I have something else pulled up here. As you can see, the headline says, hold on, let me just make this bigger for you guys. As you can see, the headline says, "Oh brother, KSI says Jake Paul, nothing special as I said earlier, after YouTube records stunning KO of Nate Robinson on Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. undercard." This looks like a video of Mike Tyson saying some stuff. I want to hear what he has to say, man. I want to hear what he has to say. It sounds like, from what I've seen, it sounds like, or it looks like, Mike Tyson's been in favor of Jake Paul this whole time. But we're going to see what this is about. We're going to see what it's about. Let's go.
Well, listen. My ego says so many things. But my reality is they help boxing so much. Boxing owe these guys some kind of, they owe these YouTube boxers some kind of, respect. They should give them some belts because these guys make boxing alive. Boxing was...
He's not lying though. Listen. People have been talking about boxing before KSI, Jake Paul, Deji, Logan Paul came into the picture. They have. But not at the scale it's being talked about now. Boxing has been talked about in the boxing community circle. Only people that watch boxing were talking about boxing. But now since the YouTube scene came in, KSI and Joe Weller started it, and then KSI and Logan Paul did the main event with Jake Paul and Deji on the undercard. Now we have people that watch YouTube talking about boxing. Children, young kids, teenagers, their parents who never was interested in boxing maybe saw that and now also talking about it. I mean, these guys, they are YouTubers, but they're known worldwide. So if they are going to participate in a sport like this, people are gonna know about it. Because it's different. It's two worlds clashing. So then boxing is getting all this exposure and it's being talked about by so much more people. You know what I mean? He's not wrong.
Pretty much a dying sport. UFC was kicking our butt, and now we got these...
Facts. Go back a little bit.
And now we got these YouTube... UFC was kicking our butt, and now we got these YouTube boxers. Respect. They should give them some belts because these guys make boxing alive. Boxing was pretty much a dying sport. UFC was kicking our butt, and now we got these YouTube boxers. Boxing, 25 million views. Boxing's going back. Thanks to the YouTube boxers. Well, listen. My ego says so many things. But my reality is they help boxing so much. Boxing owe these guys some kind of...
It's the same
they owe
clip.
these YouTube boxers some kind of, respect. They should give them some belts because these guys make boxing alive. Boxing was pretty much a dying sport. UFC was kicking our butt. And now we got these YouTube boxers. Boxing, 25 million views. Boxing's going back. Thanks to the YouTube boxers.
Facts though. He's not lying, man. He's telling the truth. About this Jake Paul and KSI fight, I believe it's gonna happen, man. It's going to happen. It has to happen. And if it does, I did say earlier, I'm on KSI side. That's my guy, man. Team KSI. Not taking anything away from Jake. We have witnessed. He proved himself in that fight. He is capable. He's a good boxer. But now you have to ask yourself, is he a better boxer than Logan? Realistically. If Jake and Logan were to fight, and Jake went all in, Logan went all in, both forgive me, both of them ruthless as hell, going at each other, who's gonna win? Logan has weight on Jake, he has height on Jake, he has reach on Jake. As we saw in the fight with KSI, that jab was powerful. And he packs a punch. Who's gonna win in that fight? I personally think if Logan goes all in, he'll take it. Not underestimating Jake though. I believe he can take a hit. Yes, he bleeds quickly, but he can take a hit. We saw it in the Deji fight. They'll go the distance for sure, but Logan will win the fight. But now since KSI, having reach on KSI, having height on KSI, having weight on KSI, still lost to KSI. What's the difference there? The difference between the two of them is KSI was ruthless. KSI was reluctant. Is that the word to use? Ruthless, reluctant. Didn't give up. You saw when Logan knocked him down and hit him in the back of the head, hit him while he was down. He was disoriented. I mean, man was walking sideways. The ref wanted to give him 5 minutes. He didn't even take the full 5 minutes. He just got back in, finished the fight. Like it never happened. KSI has the willpower. And he also packs a punch if he just lands one. Listen, the problem with KSI, I believe, is now, he'll train, but when he's in the ring, all training goes out the window. He forgets everything he learned. And his only objective is just to knock the guy out. That was Nate's problem. KSI has to be calm and collected in that ring with Jake. Because as you can see, Jake was like calculated, waiting for the right time, and he timed his punches perfectly. That's the art. That's the key to mastering the art of boxing. Patience. I'm not a boxer myself, but I've seen enough boxing matches to know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? KSI just has to remember everything he learned in his training camps. If he brings that to the ring, he's golden. But if he does what he did against Logan, hey, it could go either way, man. Jake's a beast. I admit it, he's a beast. But KSI is also a beast. They are both beasts. Let me just show you something. This is probably going to take a while, but let me show you this. If I can find the picture. I hope I find it. Come on, man. Come on, man. The picture has to be here, man. Damn it, I'm not gonna find it. But I wanted to show you guys a picture, like the cover art of Jake Paul versus KSI. They both have this look on this ruthless look on their face, man. Like they're ready to devour. I love that, man. They both of them are definitely gonna bring that to this fight. Definitely. They're both gonna try to knock each other out. But at the same time, they both are not gonna let each other knock them out. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't wait for this fight. In conclusion, I'm Team KSI, but Jake Paul can fight, I admit it. That's the end of the video. It's been your boy Leo, and I'm out. I'll catch y'all in the next one.